Good out to you both.
All right, we got this fight going on, though. The Brawlfather in the black shorts with the white trim up against... Excuse me. Let me get back to the stats. All right, up against Sendo in the red shorts. Early shots being fired. Sendo appearing to be the more active fighter, but taking a couple shots there. Brawlfather showing that name is accurate, and he is sitting here ready for a slugfest.
Mm-hmm. So, who's red shorts? Who's black shorts?
Red shorts is Sendo. Black shorts is the Brawlfather.
So the Brawlfather is a regular on this server. I fought him before. He is a good defensive player. I fought him. He's good, bro. So I got if you look, his style, it's very defensive. He's calm. Kind of reminds me just a little bit of Floyd.
Very much so, and funny enough, Sendo does have the Floyd name in the Discord.
He does,
but
it's
and catching
really
him with
kind
a
of style.
really good shot.
Mm-hmm. I fought our Brawlfather many times, and he's I mean, it's it's just a spar, but he's won, and he's not an easy fight. He has great defensive skills.
So yeah, tell me, break it down for me, right? Like I'm seeing it right now. He looks super comfortable in the pocket. Like, what's the key to that defense? Has he figured it out, or is it a secret?
Obviously, I can't speak for him, but he keeps that wide guard, so to speak. Like look at his move. You saw that combo block where he like wait for Sendo to go in the offensive. You're gonna see how he blocks. He brings like his arms up.
Yeah, he's got like almost like a martial arts kind of block.
Watching him, I'm pretty sure he boxes in real life, just by the defense I'm looking at and by how like his calm, precise shots. It looks like it looks like he's sparring. Like he doesn't look like he's like.
No, I see it too, right? He's got a really good ability to catch shots, and like with that wide guard, you need to be able to do that.
And he does it really well too.
And right now I'm saying that this round is probably going in his favor, but Sendo has been getting a couple really good shots in, and like the Hajime no Ippo character, man, he's got a powerful smash that can really do damage, and in this one might put him on the ground. Especially there, Brawlfather getting a little bit tangled up, and Sendo starting to work the angles really effectively.
But you listen to that crowd, you're hearing nothing, so none of these are actually connecting.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
There we go. That one
took a little bit. Might have a latency issue here.
Potentially. Looks like it's pretty smooth for the fighters, but yeah, definitely pretty minimal on the damage.
Like you saw those low-key, those landed on our screen, but not on the fighters. So you know how it is.
Right.
But yeah, good first round. Definitely seemed like I'm expecting a nice adaptation from both of them.
Yeah, I think so. I think Floyd Sendo might have a little bit more adjustment needing to do. He was finding some good shots, but I think he's gotta really up the defense in this second round as the major adjustment that he makes, and then I think that'll open up more of the offense for him.
Yeah.
On the other hand, right, Brawlfather, I think he's getting really comfortable, but every now and then Sendo throws one of those kind of weird off-angle shots that catches him in one of the open spots that's there because he keeps that really wide guard, right? So like when he's not able to react to parry something or to catch a punch, he does tend to get hit every now and then. But he does block most of his shots, so he should be okay so far. Let's see how round 2 goes. Who would you have given round 1 to?
That's tough, but I saw a lot more shots landing from Floyd. So not Floyd. Sorry, I'm mixing up with Floyd because they just remind me so much of each other. I'm gonna give it to Brawlfather.
Gotcha. So what's the key
defense is just looking? The defense is just looking impenetrable. Like you're not hearing any of these shots actually connect. He's just blocking and dodging every. Oh my! I love what he does with the cross block. Like you see, his right hand is going over to his left side, and he's catching, which is. It's crazy. Like Sendo, it's got to be demotivating up to a point like where you just don't land a single shot.
Yeah, I feel, and he's putting the post right up in his face, right? He's really working the mental game that we were talking about, really frustrating his opponent. What does Sendo have to do at this point to break through
So
the
when
Godfather, the
I
Godfather's
fought
defense?
against Brawlfather, he doesn't do super well against high close fight. I was able to get a knockdown by I got him in the corner and I was able to get some clean. I got a nice combo and I'm knocking on that way. He doesn't do good close up matches. He's much better out. I feel like Tennessee, he does have a little trouble on the inside to do his wide guard and long arms. So if Sendo can
That
focus
makes
on
sense. That makes sense.
getting, but do not underestimate the man's counterattacks. He will put you down if with anti spam. He will do it. So if I'm Sendo, I'm yeah. There, see right there that if you pressure him enough, you can only block so much. But anti spam could definitely catch him right here. Oh, a little bit of lag there.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Ooh, and even a little bit
Oh,
more there. Brawlfather trying to reset.
Brawlfather, yeah, having big. Oh,
And Sendo not giving any mercy, saying, I don't care.
hey, listen, that's how it is. I mean, we saw yesterday the Wi-Fi caused so many issues. So if I was Sendo, I'd be doing the same thing. Sendo trying to remove that lead hand. He tried to push it away.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
can't really
that's
do
what
that as well
Brawlfather
in
does.
this patch.
He always keeps a lead hand out in order to set up his left
Yeah, and it
or
works.
his
And that's
right.
really in the last
Oh,
patch you
big
could
counter
move
attack.
and punch the hand away.
Nice
But
count.
yeah, this
So what
patch
he
the hand is
does,
rigid.
one thing that he loves to do, right there. You see, he'll stick his hand out, and then he'll wait for them to attack the other side, and he'll just throw his other hand and get a counter attack. It was really annoying, honestly, when I fought him.
I can see it. It's like a super frustrating tactic.
Like he
Um,
keeps the hand out, he waits, and he'll shoot with the other hand instead, and then boom, you all of a sudden your screen's white.
see it.
I think
But I
with the
do
correct
like what
adaptation, you could work your way around it. Oh, big hits from Brawlfather here. We're definitely going to see a little bit lower damage, but I think with the right adaptation, you can win this fight.
I think so. And I think Sendo's starting to do it here. He's catching. Oh no!
Oh,
And
big
that is
counter!
what you
I
said
told you.
earlier would happen.
I told you.
Anti-spam triggered. Brawlfather caught the counter.
Mhm. I told you. Even though his inboxing is not where his strength lie, he's not afraid of it at all. He's not afraid of counterattacks, and he's not afraid to throw hard when he needs
Yeah,
to.
and a
But he
fight that was
reserves. He reserves his throwing hard. You see, like he always fights well. He does. You don't see him leaning into it. He just stands. He might not look like it, but he is stationary. He's not room scale at all. I mean, sorry, he's room scale. He's not stationary, but he just stands up straight. He always keeps his guard high. It's
Mhm.
he doesn't let it. He doesn't let that fall. He doesn't let it slip ever. That's what he's big on. He just stands up straight, keeps his guard, and waits for those big counterattack moments.
No, it really works for him. And a fight that was, slowly getting out of hand for Sendo suddenly like erupts, and he's probably down 2 points that he didn't need to be down in the cards. That is a tough break, especially at the end of a round.
Yeah. So yeah, Brawlfather in the chat. My ping's trash. Um, might have a region difference. Let me double check that. Floyd is in NA East. Brawlfather is in NA East. So yeah, this is just a personal skill issue from Brawlfather on his ping. But
And
hey,
again,
hey,
not affecting him too bad because he's still got the knockdown there. And you
yeah.
can see
If
he's
anything,
definitely
it's affecting
freezes up
Sendo
sometimes.
worse. And it looks like it's down here because now we're seeing the blocking is all on time. Sendo might get anti-spam here in a second if he's not careful because he's just going at. Oh, but Brawlfather taking a couple of big hits. If I'm Brawlfather, I'm throwing a big hook right now just to get that anti-spam working for me.
You, you can hear the crowd is finally getting behind Sendo's hits. They're excited, and he is landing a couple of them pretty clean. Brawlfather
There it is.
finally,
I
though,
told you.
hitting
Told
the
you.
counter,
Told you. I
and that
told you
has been
right
the
there.
tale of every knockdown. Like you said, he gets a little bit too aggressive into those
And
anti-spam
that's what Brawlfather
counters.
wants. That's what he wants you to spam. He doesn't want you to be close up and counterattack him. He wants you to spam, and you just see he just stared at him, blocked, picked him apart, and waited for the perfect moment to land a big counter. That's what he does, and it works. It really this damage system really catered to his style.
Yeah, and I think that really it shows how much he's playing the psychological mental game, right? Because it works all the way from the guard through to those knockdowns. He gets you frustrated, and then Sendo starts to throw a lot of punches. He starts to connect with a few of them, right? The crowd starts cheering, and it's frustrating because you haven't heard that cheer all night. And then that's when he starts to turn it back on and hit you right back when you just are getting a little bit too into the flurry.
Yeah, but you have to be. Listen, Brawlfather is the fighter. You have to be very careful of, because he's like I said, he just reminds me so much of Floyd in the way that he picks apart his opponent rather than just going in.
Oh, it's Sendo trying to do some tricky head
right
movement here. Trying to do the fake out a little bit.
Well, we'll see how that works, though. The Brawlfather, I haven't seen him lose an exhibition yet. Ooh, two really big hits. But see, there's something I haven't seen. I haven't seen him actually. That's the first time I've seen an aggressive shot from him. He went in for a body shot. That's the first time I've seen that from him the entire game. Sendo's doing all the work for him. Sendo's being aggressive, which that's what he's just sitting there waiting for that. So he's really doing all the work for him. Once Sendo, well, it's too late now, but once Sendo realizes that being aggressive is what's losing him the game, he can make some adjustments.
And there it is!
Big hook. Straight through straight to the counter attack, and that's going to be it for that's the third round.
I think so. We are going to go to the scorecards, but that is not needed. Oh no! What is happening to Sendo?
I'm pretty sure just threw his head off, but I'm seeing 25-30 right here. Come on, please let me get it right. Come on. 24-30. Oh, close.
23-30.
Close enough, but yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah. That last one's going to be a 10.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 10s across the board, 10-9, 10-7, 10-7 for his win. Brawlfather doing a good job with no knockdowns in the first round, 1 in the second, and 2 in the third. As Supa says, the royal flush of knockdowns on this scorecard. Damage, 947, 933, and 1231 for 3,111. At the same time, Sendo got 560, 300, 759 for 1619 total. So almost doubling the damage by the end of that. Great fight from the Brawlfather. Heck of a showing.
Something that also can play a big role.
Yeah,
this could have been, which I'm sure we'll hear in a second. This could have been a ping game, right, where Floyd is hitting all of them on his screen, but Brawlfather on his screen is just blocking all of them.
Yeah.
But it's the counterattacks. But truthfully, and this is gonna suck. Even if the ping is bad and you get knocked out, you can't blame the ping. You still took a hit that you should have been defensively responsible, regardless. So it's gonna hurt. But if you get knocked out from ping,
not the tough love,
you have to keep that ping or what? You have to keep your defense up at all times, even if you're frustrated.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, that's where you're going to get hit and you're going to go down. So, scorecard. Let's hear it for the fighters.
Where y'all at?
I'm here. What's up? All right, Brawlfather. What do you think, man? How was it? Are you even sweating? Because I know you keep it calm. You keep it cool through your fights. Yeah.
Calm, cool. No, I love it.
That man was very chill. He said, "Nah, I'm straight, bro."
Yeah, I know.
Got the dub. It is what it is.
Brawlfather, do you box in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could tell. You look. Your defense for me is beautiful to watch. I love your cross hand guard where you have that right hand blocking your left side. I love that. It looks so clean.
Yeah, I don't do that in real life, but
oh really? So I love asking this. Like, what's your real life style versus your in-game style?
It's always a good question.
Fight, kind of like Triple G. That's who I watch the most. So I like to just cut off the ring.
So it's not too different from your VR boxing style, no.
Except for that guard. Different.
What would you think? What do you think the biggest? Are you as passive in real life, or are you more aggressive?
I'm more aggressive in real life.
Yeah, I see you like you held back until the very last. I saw a couple of times you really dumped at him with a big body hook or something like that. But that's all I saw from you. You kept it very calm, You weren't
Yeah,
throwing. You were letting Floyd do the work for you with the anti-spam.
I had a fight in my storage room because everybody's sleeping right now.
Yeah. But hey, it worked out. You had some really nice. I love seeing your counter shots. I love watching you pick apart. When you see the anti-spam, I love watching you just focus on defense and then pick apart a counter shot. It's really nice to watch. Floyd, are you here at all?
Yes, dude.
All right, what's up? What's up? So, sorry, I'm eating right now. What was it? I know Brawlfather said his ping was bad. Was it the problem, or what was? Because I saw you throw your arms up a couple times. Shake your head. What was going on?
I don't know what it was, bro. But on my screen, I was hitting him with knockout punches, and it didn't phase him at all.
So yeah, that's what I was kind of saying earlier. I don't know if you heard me, but yeah, ping. You can't just rely on what you're seeing. We have to listen to the crowd and look at their face, because regardless, if the crowd isn't making any noise and his face isn't moving at all, you're not hitting him. So you have to be prepared. Because what was going on was you were. So you know how the game is with anti-spam, right? Once you throw, you know what that is, right? Anti-spam system.
No.
Oh, okay. That explains it. So,
Yeah. Go drop the knowledge on him, bro.
So this new update now, if you throw a lot of continuous punches, you take more damage and deal less damage. That's why he was just sniping you with a huge ass shot. So when you're throwing, at one point in round 3, you threw like maybe 15 consecutive shots, and he dodged all of them and then hit through one big punch, and it just shuts you down immediately. So you have to be so careful now. You can only throw really like 4 or 5, and even then that's a little dangerous. So
3, bro. 3, 4. Don't go to 5.
So
like you're risking your life.
This is not V3. This ain't V3 anymore. It's V4 now. So you have a completely different damage system. Anti-spam, it just makes it makes you so careful. Like you have to be so much more careful now. So which now that I realize, excuse me, you had lag, you had no knowledge of the damage system. Can't blame you for you don't know. I can't blame you for the fight. But yeah, it sucks when you don't know. You're probably confused as hell. I saw you were throwing your arms up and shit. That's probably really confusing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, learn from it though. Come back on exhibitions. Use the week to play the game, learn how the game works. Just train at it. If you end up coming back to exhibitions, just learn.
Oh, you definitely
learn
gonna be back. You definitely gonna be back. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna be back, Floyd? You coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Just, use this week and next week. If you want, don't even do exhibition this week. Just take time to learn the damage system, because it really does take some learning. Let me tell you.
I'm gonna do a shameless plug. I tell people this all the time, and this is something that I've seen that a few folks in the Discord check the voice channels. You'll see Boz, you'll see Ali, you'll see Bloob, you'll see a whole bunch of other people. Blue lives here. Yeah, Blue and Stevie, they live here. They have rooms in the Discord. Y'all don't know where they go to sleep at. No, seriously, a lot of people have been out here trying to figure out the game side of this, right? Because as much as it feels like we can throw hands as freely as we want to, they are really putting specific restrictions and things like that, like this anti-spam system and a few other little sneaky things, like if you're moving in the direction where a punch is coming, you will take even more damage. So you can imagine if you're